Is the unthinkable about to happen? Are we witnessing the first cracks in the Liberty Bell that could send Bryce Harper straight into the arms of the evil empire? Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are dealing with a rumor so volatile, so earth-shattering, that it threatens to tear the National League East apart. For years, Bryce Harper has been the heart, soul, and fury of the Philadelphia Phillies. He chose this city. He embraced the pandemonium. But now, a single word, elite, has sparked a firestorm that might end with Harper wearing a different shade of pinstripes. We are talking about the New York Yankees. We are talking about a rift between a superstar and his president of baseball operations that has gone from a whisper to a scream. It all started with Dave Dombrowski. In a moment of brutal honesty, or perhaps calculated negotiation, Dombrowski looked at Harper's 2025 season and didn't see a god. He saw a mortal. He didn't have an elite season like he's had in the past, Dombrowski said. I guess we only find out if he becomes elite or he continues to be good. Let that sink in. Good. To a two-time MVP, to a man on a Hall of Fame trajectory, being called good is a slap in the face. It is an insult. And Harper didn't take it lying down. Arriving at spring training in Clearwater, the tension was palpable. Harper fired back, not with shouting, but with the cold, hard disappointment of a man who feels betrayed. When we first met with this organization, it was, hey, we're always going to keep things in-house. So when that didn't happen, it kind of took me for a run a little bit. This isn't just a disagreement about batting average. This is a breach of the sacred code of the clubhouse. Harper feels that the trust, the very foundation of his 13-year commitment to Philadelphia, has been violated. And like sharks smelling blood in the water, the New York media is circling. Ina Zager of Pinstripes Nation dropped the bombshell. Yankees fans have been fantasizing about Bryce Harper. That dream has never been closer to reality. The narrative has shifted from, will the Phillies win the World Series? To, will the Phillies trade their franchise icon because the front office couldn't keep its mouth shut? This is a disaster of the Phillies' own making, and the Yankees are waiting in the wings with a checkbook and a short porch in right field. To understand how we got to this precipice, we have to dissect the elite versus good debate and the dangerous game Dave Dombrowski is playing with his most expensive asset. Let's look at the numbers that emboldened Dombrowski to make those comments. In 2025, Harper posted an OPS of 844. For 90% of the league, that is a career year. For Bryce Harper, it was his lowest mark since 2016. His WAR sat at 3.1, the sixth lowest of his career. Statistically, Dombrowski is right. Harper was good, not elite. But baseball isn't played on a spreadsheet. It is played by human beings with egos and memories. By publicly questioning Harper's status, Dombrowski violated the star player protocol. You challenge your stars in private. You challenge them in the manager's office. You do not challenge them in a press scrum after a playoff loss. This situation echoes some of the great front office blunders in history. Think about the friction between the Yankees and Derek Jeter during contract negotiations, or the alienation of superstars who feel underappreciated as they age. Harper is 33 years old. He knows he's on the back nine of his prime. He doesn't need his boss reminding the world that he is slowing down. He needs his boss to build a team that can carry him when he isn't hitting 300. The in-house comment is the key here. Harper values loyalty above all else. He signed here for 13 years without an opt-out because he wanted stability. Dombrowski's comments shattered that illusion of stability. Now, let's look at the context of leverage. Harper has a full no-trade clause. He holds all the cards. If he wants to stay and make Dombrowski's life miserable, he can. If he wants to force a trade to a specific team, he can. The rumor mill suggests that the relationship might be deteriorated beyond repair. If Harper feels that the organization no longer views him as the elite savior, why stay? Why not go to a place like New York, where the lights are brighter, the lineup protection is better, and the short porch at Yankee Stadium is tailor-made for his swing? The Phillies are in a lose-lose situation. If they keep a disgruntled Harper, the locker room becomes toxic. If they trade him, they admit that they alienated the most popular player in the city since Chase Utley. Dombrowski gambled that his comments would motivate Harper. Instead, they might have just punched his ticket out of town. Now, let's fantasize about the nightmare scenario for Philadelphia. The mechanics of a trade that sends Harper to the Bronx to join forces with Aaron Judge. The timing of this rift couldn't be worse, or better, if you are Brian Cashman. The World Baseball Classic is approaching, and Harper is set to share a lineup with Aaron Judge for Team USA. We have seen this movie before. Superstars play together in international tournaments. They bond. They talk about how fun it would be to hit back-to-back every day, and suddenly, trade demands happen. The chemistry between Judge and Harper is real. They are the two faces of American baseball. The idea of a Judge Harper 3-4 punch in the Yankees lineup is the stuff of pitcher nightmares. It is the modern-day equivalent of Ruth and Gehrig. But let's talk about the financial reality. Harper is owed $23.5 million annually for the next 6 seasons. In the world of modern baseball contracts, that is actually a bargain. It is a steal. The Yankees have the 3rd highest payroll in baseball, hovering around $333 million. Adding Harper would push them closer to the Mets, but it wouldn't break the bank. Hal Steinbrenner has been hesitant to go over the Steve Cohen tax level, but for Bryce Harper, for a guy who puts butts in seats and sells millions of jerseys, that is an investment, not an expense. The obstacles are real, though. The Phillies would demand a king's ransom in prospects, likely Jason Dominguez or Spencer Jones, which the Yankees hoard like gold. And would Dombrowski really trade his superstar to a team he might face in the World Series? It seems implausible. But we have to consider the nuclear option. If Harper walks into the office and says, "I will never play for you again," the Phillies have no choice. We saw it with Juan Soto in Washington. We saw it with Mookie Betts in Boston. When the relationship dies, the trade becomes inevitable. The Yankees are one of the few teams Harper would likely waive his no-trade clause for. They offer the stage, the history, and the chance to stick it to the Phillies front office by winning a ring in New York. The pieces are on the board. The question is, who blinks first? So where does this leave the Philadelphia faithful? It leaves them staring at a terrifying possibility. The end of the Harper era, not with a parade, but with a press release. This entire saga is a cautionary tale about ego and communication. Dave Dombrowski is a Hall of Fame executive, but he might have made a fatal error. You do not treat Bryce Harper like a depreciating asset. You treat him like a partner. By breaking that trust, the Phillies have opened a door that should have remained welded shut. The elite comment will hang over this season like a dark cloud. Every time Harper strikes out, the media will ask, is he declining? Every time he hits a home run, he will glare at the executive suite. If this trade happens, if Bryce Harper actually puts on a Yankees uniform, it will be the biggest sports story of the decade. It will signal a complete reset for the Phillies and a Death Star moment for the Yankees. But even if he stays, the damage is done. The innocence of the relationship is gone. It is now a marriage of convenience, held together by a contract and a mutual desire to win. But the love? The love might be gone. I want to hear from you guys right now. This is the most controversial topic in baseball. Do you think Dave Dombrowski was right to challenge Harper? Or did he disrespect a legend? And be honest, can you see Bryce Harper in pinstripes? If you are a Phillies fan, would you trade him for a massive haul of prospects if he wants out? If you are a Yankees fan, would you trade the farm to get him? Drop your hottest takes in the comments below. This story isn't going away, and we will be here to cover every twist and turn. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and subscribe so you don't miss the next update on the Harper-Dombrowski feud. The stove is hot, folks. Don't get burned.